so hot.
Hello and welcome to the Afterparty, the after show for Our New BFF, hosted by Miss Toto and Veronica Pop.
Yeah.
I'm Amber Valentine and I'm ready to give you all the details and the behind the scenes tea. So let's get into it. We're here with Sativa Feliciano, who said hi to me and I was like, hey girl. I did not recognize at all as Prince. Mm-hmm. Your night was good though, girl. You looked amazing. You looked so hot.
Thank you. I put literally so much effort in. Like, it took me so much time to do my makeup today. Like, longer than usual.
Yeah.
Because, I'm like not a man.
Right.
So it's like,
Obviously. To make you look like a man would be very difficult, I would think.
you know how much makeup it took?
Right? Okay, so tell me, baby, about last week was so good. And I thought tonight was so good, too.
Thank you.
So my question for the mentors tonight, though, is it's not a judge competition necessarily. It's an audience judge competition. So did you think anything was wrong?
Yeah, I think people are being, I'm happy that we were safe, don't get me wrong. I think that we definitely did really well today. But I do think that the judging is a little off from the audience. Now, I know y'all got friends, but I need y'all to be honest with yourselves. That's all I'm going to say. Because I just feel like, I feel like PB did a really good job tonight. I feel like Sangria looked gorgeous tonight, you know what I'm saying? And we're at this point in the competition where, every time somebody leaves, we love them. I was so sad tonight. So it's just I don't know. I definitely feel like the audience needs to be a little more honest.
Mm-hmm. And although tonight was cute, everybody came, the girls were proppy. We're still front runners, so no setbacks, just setups.
Right. Not setups.
Who
gonna set us up?
Set up for success.
Oh, you're right.
But, I would say that what you did was something very outside the box, especially compared to everyone else. And so I think taking a risk is obviously something that's going to be, maybe the crowd doesn't love it, but I think overall the artistry of it was very empowering. And
Thank you. And it was really the comments that I got after my performance, between breaks. Even one girl got really emotional because she was like, Prince is a fucking queer statement and he is so underrepresented. So I definitely was honored for my first time being in Boy Drag. It was like, I had to do Prince.
I mentioned to you earlier, I did Boy Drag once and it was very uncomfortable for me, and you said it was for you too, but you didn't show it at all.
Thank you.
All right, so I don't even know what the challenge is next week. I can't remember.
Scandalous performances.
Oh, that's right.
And a scandalous runway.
It's scandalo. Do you have ideas?
So my initial thought was like telenovela.
Yeah.
Very, I walk in, I'm divorcee, on my vacation, spending all my ex's money. And then I realized that he's not actually dead. It's just very much so.
Ay, Dios mío.
Ay, escándalo. No creo. Yeah, but I don't know. We'll smoke a blunt and see what happens.
Okay, I'm loving that. All right. Well, thank you for being with us. Sativa Feliciano and Baby Banks Kool-Aid. I'm sitting here with the one and only Caramel DeVille, dressed as, I don't know, a futuristic Blade Runner 2049, and Neutral Gina. She will cleanse you any way you want.
Yeah, all the way down, right to the blackheads.
Hot, so hot. Okay, so tell us about your night tonight, Neutral.
We had a great night. Team Kara and Neutral took the win tonight. Besties, make some noise. We had a lot of fun, building this teenage dream fantasy. When I thought of iconic albums, I thought of Teenage Dream. However, she's naked on the cover. So I was like, I guess I have to be naked and splash. And we had a good time with it. And my roommate Abby and a ton of friends came over, and Kara, and we worked on building that whole setup. Making all these costumes out of cardboard and paper and spray foam and more cardboard and more paper. So believe in yourself. And it was very fun. And we're happy to have won.
It was so good. I mean, I think that there were audible gasps in the room as you were like, wheeled out by a caramel, like in your like cloud-covered naked body. Like everyone was like, bitch. I mean, period. It was so good. Kara, so my original plan to ask you was, do you think that she was robbed? But since that's not the question, I guess I'm asking both of you, who do you think is your biggest competition going forward? And I'll start with you, just because I'm interested to see how it's going to affect your answer.
Okay. I would say it's not a specific competitor. I feel like all of the competitors have a serious strength, and if the challenge and runway play to that, we got to be worried about them. So yeah, it really depends on the week, like what the challenge is and who excels at that. That would be the competition for the week. So it varies throughout the week. We've talked about all the competitors and their strengths, and we know what we bring to the table, and so I feel like we're just doing that to the next level, and it proved to like get us the crown this week, so it feels really good.
Yes.
I know that sounds so Miss America, but
I'd have to say April 14th, whatever.
Yeah, right? I honestly have to say, I feel very in competition with, and you know what, I'll say this, these are my besties. My Berlin family, Helvetica and PB, what I'm saying is we bring a similar crowd, that same sort of thinking outside of the box. Those two are super creative. Obviously, Vanity and Sativa are incredible creative performers. They're beautiful. But there's like that weirdo kid brain that I know PB has. So I'm looking at you, PB. I'm watching you.
I agree. Honestly, like going into this week, I was like, there didn't seem to be any obvious person that's going home, and I was like, that's not always the case in these competitions. So that's obviously like all kudos to you and all of your competitors. But I don't know, I had a great time watching you. I thought you definitely deserved the win tonight, so proud of you. Yes, especially after last week when it was like you were so close to the top and you should have been at the top, maybe, or some.
Yes.
But yes.
Yes.
So anyway, thank you so much for sitting down with me, and I can't wait to see you next week. Neutrogena and Caramel DeVille, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, I lost a nail.
Okay. I'll hold you up.
Thank you. I'm here with BB and Abhijit. I'm not f***ing my finger.
You're f***ing my fist.
Well,
What are you
for
talking
sure,
about?
fair enough. Okay, so PB tonight. I did not recognize you at all. I was like Ariana Grande, but then who is playing Ariana Grande? And then I'm like, that's PB. What? And you're stunning, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's news to you.
Yeah, news
Welcome
to me.
aboard.
Yeah. So I thought your night was great. How did you feel about your night overall?
I feel great. I'm really proud of everything that I did. Genuinely, 100% across the board.
So obviously you ended up in the bottom two, but you survived. Actually, my question for you, Abhijit, is would you agree with PB being in the bottom two?
Oh, absolutely not. I think PB had one of the best runways, one of the best like press looks. They had a full stunt, a full gag. They were upside down, and the performance was great. It was a full concept. It was funny. It was great. I don't know why they were in the bottom, and I don't agree with it.
I would love just to push it a little further. Who do you think should have been in the bottom instead?
I'm not sure about that. I think like everyone was really good, obviously, but I feel like there were some people who didn't push it as much as they could have with either the press look or the runway. So depending on like how an audience factors it in, like it could be anyone. But I think PB kind of killed it in both the sections. So I don't agree with that.
So going forward, who do you think is your biggest competition?
I mean, it's tough competition. Like point blank period, it's tough competition. I keep going over and over of like the top fours that I could see in my head. Obviously, I am in all of them, but like, who else is in there kind of rotates on like a week-to-week basis right now. Everyone is really fucking killing it, and like, I'm just ready for more.
Yes, I love that. All right, that's a great attitude. PB and Abhijit, thank you both so much for being with me, and we will see you next week. Okay, Vanity, unfair. Did you think tonight was unfair?
No. I do think that Gina ate. But you know, bridesmaid, never the bride. I mean, I'm talented, stunning, and gorgeous, so my week will come. But
yes,
it's okay. I mean, I have fun. So.
Period. And I love that you have that attitude because I would agree.
Well, don't get it twisted. I am very competitive and I want these bitches to die. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Claire, so my question for the mentors tonight is, because I can't ask the competitors because they can't watch every performance. So do you agree with the crowd tonight?
I would agree. I thought, Neutral brought a hell of a lot of production value. Yeah. Backup dancers, props, multiple songs, literally brought a rolly cart out. And so I think there was like so many components. It was such a big production experience that I think like Neutral did deserve it. But I think Vanity, I knew as soon as I saw Vanity perform tonight, I knew for a fact Vanity was going to be up there. And, the fact that you have been in the top twice already says something, and people better watch the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know it's not my question, but I will answer as well. I also
Please do.
I do think it was 100% deserved. I think Gina really just put on such a performance, pulled out all the stops, had all the production. I will say I feel like I was in the top 2 because of originality. And not to say that it wasn't original, but I do feel like my drag and what I would like to bring to this competition is just taking something, a reference that people know, and then twisting it. And I feel like I've delivered that week by week, and I'm especially going to deliver it next week as well.
Yeah, I agree, and I think you're beautiful and comedic, and I love the originality that you have too. So I'm excited to see what you have next week.
Thank you, Amber.
Yes, absolutely. Next week we'll see who wins. Maybe.
Yes, scandal. Scandal on the runway.
We've got ideas, baby.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Maybe a out. Maybe a out.
No. See, the thing is that is predictable, and I'm assuming a lot of all of these other bitches are gonna do that. I will not be doing that, but I will be doing something that is clever and that is a reference and that is deserving of a win because I am hungry for a win. So come out, please.
Literally.
Yeah, but no, it'll be fun for sure, no matter what.
Absolutely. All right, thank you, Clairvoyant.
Thank you.
Vanity Unfair.
Thanks,
See you
Amber.
next week.
See you next week. Bye-bye.
But I'm here with Helvetica Black and her scene partner, who I don't want to say stole the show because you were amazing. But your whole performance, I honestly had chills. So tell me about the way you put everything together, the whole concept.
So I called Tiki, which usually, actually I didn't call her, I texted her, which is usually me going, Tiki, exclamation point, and then her not answering, and me emphasizing it, and her not answering, and me re-emphasizing it, her being like, what's up, Miss Black? And I told her that I wanted to do Beyonce, and then I wanted to do the Fall Out remix, and that I needed Nicki Minaj. And so Tiki came to my rescue. And I know I love collaboration in drag. It's my favorite thing. Anytime that my friends I'll need your number, I'm like, cool, let's do it. So, yeah, that's why I asked her.
I have no words. It was so good. I'm so happy to meet you.
You as well.
I'll have your Instagram here. Yeah. All right, so Lucy, how did you feel about tonight? Because she was safe, which is not, a problem, but it's not where we want our girl to be.
Yeah, no, safe is better than last week, which was lip syncing. I thought that She did a really great job, especially for the fucking press look. I thought it was super innovative, and the reveal was fucking perfect, and that was like super cool. And I also thought the number that she did was a lot of fun. You know, I think that we've already talked about the few notes that I have that we could do a little bit more for. But, you know, I just really want to see her excel and soar and see people kind of see the same Helvetica that I see. And it's just trying to, like, you know, bring a little bit more of that out on stage. So that's my main goal, is to bring more Helvetica to the stage more than anything.
Yes. I couldn't agree more. But I thought you did amazing tonight, and I was very impressed with you. And you read me about my no heels, and it made me like honestly love you more. I plan.
I'd like to state for the record, I said I love them.
I forgot to bring heels tonight, and I don't regret it.
Nope. Not at all.
Thank you so much for being with me. I love you all, and we'll see you next week.
We love you. Bye.
My beautiful, stunning Miss Sangria Wine is going home tonight.
Unfortunately.
I was literally like, when I say jaw dropped, I felt like my jaw hit the floor.
You and me both. You and me both.
I was dead. I just can't believe it. But at the same time, like, you're someone that I just know you have that fire in you, like that you're gonna go do so much stuff, and I'm gonna be at your shows, like cheering you on.
Thank you. I appreciate
I'm like,
that.
that's a real woman.
That's my bitch. I love her. Yeah.
Obviously, didn't go perfectly tonight.
Yes.
But how do you feel your night went overall? Period.
Honestly, like, I could care less that I lost or if I won. I've just been wanting to do this number for so long, just for the fact that Selena's been such a big, like, part of my life growing up, especially being a queer person, having that, like, just, I think being able to see myself in Selena, even though, like, we're not the same person, we're very different, like, we have very different trajectories, but I feel like to a lot of, like, Latin kids, you can really, really relate to her.
Yeah.
And I just really love her. So I want to do this number more for myself and more kind of like a love letter to my past self. Because, like, around this time, too, there was a lot of really funky things going on. I was really in a dark place. It was not good. And I listened to No Me Quiera Más. I was listening to that, like, on repeat, because I literally was, like, living through that, like, you know, having this guy I love, that guy I like so much,
Yeah.
and he has eyes for other people, and I was like, well, maybe if I was, like, you know, a woman, or maybe if I was different, he
Yeah.
would actually like me. And now doing this, I was kind of thinking to myself, kind of being like, you know what, things happen, maybe that wasn't meant to be, but look at you now, look at what would happen if you did whatever you thought of doing. Thank God you did it, because I look at you now, you're performing in front of so many talented people, so many big names, and I'm really I've been able to show so many sides of myself that I'm very happy that, like, honestly, I could care less. I'm just really thankful for the opportunity.
Well, and not only that, but, like, it just shows, like, look at who you are. Like, you don't need to change yourself for anyone. Like, he would be so lucky to be with you. You know,
Exactly,
like,
yeah.
you have a beautiful soul. So, like, a man cannot take that away from you. Like, you should never change yourself for anyone. So
Yeah, no, definitely. Like I said, this will definitely not be the last you see of me. I will be kicking, flipping, anything you want me to do, I will be doing that here in Chicago. Like I said, I'm ready now to fully take, like, Chicago by force. Like, I'm showing everyone who I really am, and like I said, I'm very thankful for the opportunity. Very sad that I'm going home, but, you know, I'm still gonna be here every week to support my besties.
Yeah.
I love them all, and I'm just really.
who knows? Someone might break a leg and you have to come back.
Who knows? Maybe I might just win the whole thing. I'm eliminated. Maybe I might win.
Yeah,
You don't know. Girl, you never know. These crazy times, you don't know.
Literally. Well, thank you, Sangria Wine. We will not forget you, and I can't wait to see more from you.
Thank you.
Everyone go follow Sangria Wine.
Thank
We
you.
love her.
Thank you.
A Latin icon.
Thank you. I said, if you got a Latin show, book me now, please.
Yes. Oh, period. So, Toto, what did you think about how tonight worked out? Did you think that everything worked out the way you thought it was going to be, or was it a little different?
Personally, I thought the best, like, combination, press look and runway were both neutral and PB, but the votes did not reflect that. which that sucks, but I'm happy that they were prepared for the lip sync too, because it didn't go to waste. It wasn't that they did all that work and preparation to do every stunt, every gag that was amazing for a really good performance, and they still got to be here another week. So I was not I don't know what to expect at this point, because like everybody's so good, so it's about not who like does bad, but who does something that's gonna make people vote for them that extra step.
Honestly, like we're getting to the point now in the competition where it's really anybody's game, and that's what I really like about this competition, is that like a lot of them are so young into doing drag, but yet they're so creative. Like I would have never thought to do what Neutrogena did. She recreated the Teenage Dream from Katy Perry. In the cloud. And she was like butt-ass naked going down the runway. And then she did like, she gave us like a little Vegas residency for her performance. It was just so fucking good. And also with Vanity too, like she gave you like she was like making fun of like Lord's performance, but she made it her own. So it was just like so good. I didn't really know who was gonna be in the bottom, who would be in the top. So it was crazy. And then to see the two bottoms, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. I guess the audience were not feeling it, but
because it's also hard because you're only voting for the people that you liked. So
yeah. And when everybody's good, you're like, the two bottoms, if they were in any other competition, they probably would have been in the top. Yeah. It's just like we're so picky now, and I feel like the audience is too. We really are looking for the best of the best. But even though they're young, it's like the new of the best of the new. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I agree. It's like really crazy because like our top 5 now, I'm like, who is it gonna be this week? Because it's always like, see, I don't know what they're doing ever until like I print out the blurbs of what they want us to read. I'm like, oh my god, this is genius. And then I see it, and I'm like, what is going on in your mind? In a good way.
What are you smoking? Because I want that.
I would like that. Yeah.
Honestly, this competition is so fun, and everybody's brought it so hard. So I'm excited to see what next week brings. But
it's gonna be good. I'm excited for that challenge. Next week's challenge is Scandalous Runway. So think like. I always think of like a scandal. Like I always think of like Tori Spelling with her nipples. Oh my god, when they flowered, was it Kim? Yeah. Like anything crazy like
or
that.
Or Janet Jackson at the Super Bowl.
That would be the performance. That's a scandalous performance challenge.
Right. So that's also like the challenge as well. So I think you can either go like Britney VMA 2007 or Janet Jackson Super Bowl, or Britney with like the VMA. Like you could go like good scandalous or bad scandalous. Yeah. So it really doesn't matter. So I'm really excited to see how creative they get.
Yeah. I'm kind of getting into a little bit of a drama here, but out of all the contestants, who do you think are like the front runners?
I can't even say because like I don't know. It's like they all bring something like I don't know what I feel like. I wasn't expecting that from Neutrogena. Yeah. But like she upped it to like a place where I'm like, well, she could win. But then like every single one of them brings something different, but like something valuable to the competition. So I can't even say like these are my front runners because at this point they all are.
Yeah, I was. For me, obviously, like with Sativa, she keeps winning. I was like, bitch, slay. But seeing her performance between us, seeing her first her number, I was like, ooh, it was good. I thought it was like, oh, it's safe. And then I was like, oh, wait, this is really good. And then when I saw everybody else, I was like,
she may be going home.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit. Yeah, because I felt like everybody around her was like, we're tired. Like, we want to fucking win too. Yeah. And you can tell everybody else was so hungry for it. And I was like, oh, bitch. So Tebow better watch out because they are after. Like, I feel like Vanity's like, I'm over it. I want to win. So it's really exciting just to see how motivated everybody is. And also, like, running into everybody, they're all kind of telling me, like, their own personal experience that they've been getting from the competition, which is super cool. I like didn't realize that aspect where everybody else is getting inspired by us and everybody else. So it's really cool. I'm really excited. Really excited.
So make sure to join us every other Wednesday here at Splash Chicago for My New BFF, hosted by Miss Toto and Veronica Pop. Thanks for being with us.
I brought
brought heels. And I thought I brought heels. Sorry. I did not bring heels. I thought I did.
And I got her Tom's on, girl.